Hey guys, Nananki here, bringing you a late night Team Fortress 2 gameplay commentary. I'm half asleep, but I had a close round. It came down to double overtime, and even if it wasn't the best round of Scout I've ever had, I still think I ended up on the board, and it was such a close finish, down to the wire, that I was like, man, I gotta put that one on YouTube, because that was really close, and I think people would enjoy seeing it. So here it is. I'm playing with the Babyface's Blaster, aka Doom Guy mode, because you run really fast and you can't jump, and you wield a shotgun. It's awfully similar to Doom Guy, only without the tough mug. I don't know, this Scout's pretty tough. He's kind of, he's from Brooklyn, right? If you were from where he was from, you'd be dead, right? But playing with the Babyface's Blaster, like I said, I think also the Mad Milk is my secondary, and I'm using the Pan, I think, in my last slot. I had been using the candy cane earlier, but there were so many soldiers around, I was getting tired of getting one-shotted by rockets. That 25% vulnerability to rockets is just no good if you're fighting a lot of soldiers. But you're so fast with this thing, you can outrun pyros pretty easily, unless of course you come around the corner into one, which is always a strong possibility, or one could, you know, drop down on top of you maybe, but you'd have to pretty much be leading you to pull that off, because you're running real fast. You can almost outrun the flames coming out of his gun if you are, you know, pop up right next to him and goes running by, especially if he's a little laggy or a little bit slow on the draw. But man, I gotta admit, I have an overwhelming desire to pan snipers when I see him. I immediately was like, I've got an opportunity here, surely that demo man won't take me out with stickies. But yeah, he saw what I was doing, put that sticky right at the sniper's feet, I think, and blew me to smithereens. You know, I'll never get used to the fact that Scouts have only 125 health. I know there's, you know, the Mad Milk set, which can boost that, but then you have to use the shortstop and the fire vulnerability on the Pretty Boy's pistol, Pretty Boy's pocket pistol. I should just call it the pocket pistol. 50% fire vulnerability on the pocket pistol was just a little bit too much for me to swallow. And I'm trying to airshot that soldier, but I don't know if I caught him or not. Like I said, this server was a little bit laggy. I think I joined off a friend, if I'm not mistaken, if memory serves, and even though we started a couple maps before this, this was the map we kind of ended up on. This was the last round of the night, actually. Right before I was like, alright, I gotta tap out. And, you know, after having logged out, I was like, well, I can take an hour real quick and, you know, record the footage and do my commentary thing and start the encoder going before I actually get to sleep, and then when I get up, upload it to YouTube. So you'll actually be seeing this tomorrow, or, well, it'll be today, but tomorrow to me now, in the past, to you in the future. Can you tell I'm sleepy? But it's all good. But yeah, back to the actual gameplay here. I'm circling around the back again, because I find that I'm so quick that people don't expect that I see Angie just stand in the corner like, what are you doing? Well, you die for standing still. It's not allowed. And get blasted here, I'm like, oh god, just get around this corner. You see me wiggling my viewpoint like, come on, get traction, damn it, go Scout, go. You're so quick when your feet are actually on the ground. But not having, I mean, I probably actually should have air jumped there and maybe got around the corner, but I'm so, you know, ingrained at this point with this gun to not jump. Like, I just keep my hand completely off the spacebar, which is my jump button, and then just utterly stay away from it. Like, yeah, I don't have a jump as far as I'm concerned when I'm using this weapon. I come up to ledges and with railings, and I'm just like, oh, I can't get over that. If only there was some way to elevate myself in space and somehow move forward at the same time. I just, nope, not having it. Too bad. But that's what's fun about this gun, is how fast you can go. If you got a need for speed, this is the gun for you. And I gotta admit, the power of the normal scatter gun at point-blank range is really a thing to behold, too. If you can, you know, run right up on a medic and blast them in 2 shots, you usually will take down any class except for the heavier classes, like the soldier or the demo man or the medic, or I'm sorry, the soldier, the demo man, or the heavy. Anybody else, if you point-blank, the scatter gun is really lethal. And this thing is just far less lethal. That minus 30 or 35% damage penalty is significant, and you do notice it. I don't know where he came from, but maybe he was using the same gun I was and was just chasing me that whole time, waiting for his prime shot. Speaking of lag, I was just like hammering the button like, come on, shoot, kill that guy. My god, oh, I'm lagged out. Hopefully he's lagged out too. So yeah, I think it was just server side, because if that was just me, I don't think I still would have been there looking at the Scout in the same position. Pretty sure he would have taken that opportunity to come kick my ass. But I'm talking over the action here. As you can see, they have got us, they're into overtime. We only held on to the point by a fraction there. And I only got there probably because of how fast this gun is. So we managed to get the point back. We've got 1 minute left on the clock to hold it. And I'm thinking, well, I'll circle around here and try to stay to the periphery and not get caught up in battling in the middle and run into a scout on the side here. Like, oh, that's interesting. You're taking an odd path to the front. Randomly catch a whole bunch of damage and throw some milk at some people. Because, you know, who knows. I had enough damage at that point that if I continued fighting anyone in that immediate moment that I was hoping, you know, maybe I'll get some milk on them and get some health back that way. Because you can really get a lot of health back with the Mad Milk. And here you can see my horrible fail aim. I was like, you know what, there, I can aim a pan. To hell with that. You know, when in doubt, pan. Good pan solves solution. Pan solves problems. Pan is solution. Those are two distinct sentences, mixing them up, not so good. Doesn't really produce what you would call intelligible English. That's okay. You got my point. We're in double overtime, barely holding on. They're about to get it. I'm like, oh, I don't want to charge straight at that pyro. I'll go around the back. Do I have enough time? Oh, just by the hair on my chinny chin chin does that demo man come in and hold the point up from being captured for the briefest of moments. And, you know, even though they were like a second from capture, I was like, oh, I think we got this. Oh my god, I got backstabbed. Like, where the hell did that spy even come from? I mean, I'm spinning circles, you know, as fast as, you know, you possibly can. And in my dead cam, I see Ad just barely get his mini up, and that mini does some work, covers the point, and time runs out, and Ad is the #1 MVP. And I'm followed up in second there, and Pyro is credit to team in third. So good times, good rounds. I hope you like this brief, but hopefully exciting gameplay. I will catch you next time. Peace. Oh, I didn't say like it if you liked it. Like it if you liked it. Peace.